Hi, my name is Nick Bolitho, and I'm the co-owner and co-founder of the Medford Brewing Company. So we are a farmer's brewery. We run a small taproom where we basically make our own beer. We serve it on site to our local customers, and we also then sell it to local restaurants and liquor stores so we can then get our packaged products as well. My mum said to me, what do you want for Christmas? My usual was, I don't know. She said, you know what, give me a homebrew kit. And then I got the kit, started working on it. It was great, I had a lot of fun, brewing my own beer and other things, and then started working my own recipes and other things, and then really got a bit of a passion for beer. And a friend of mine, I was at a party of his, and we were chatting away about this and another, drinking his homebrew pumpkin beer. I then realised this beer was significantly better than anything I've ever made. And I broached the idea, I said, hey, for fun, why don't we start a small beer company? And so 10 years ago, we started up the Medford Brewing Company. I think one of the greatest lessons I learned was banks won't give you any money unless you don't need it. That was a very big lesson that I learned. We did some crowdfunding, we raised a pretty heavy sum of money, and so we had money in the bank. We were technically profitable. When it came to basically expanding and building out, every single bank said no to us. Even though I said we had the balance sheets, everything else, everyone said no. We would not have been able to open this place without the help of other people. Local business owners, I give a shout out to the guy Steve Pompeo, who owns basically Pompeo Insurance down the street. He loved some of the ideas we had and what things we were doing, and he really worked with us. And if it wasn't for him helping us out, we'd have never got our building, which has been the backbone of our business that we have now. So it's probably the real big thing is that it's other people. Help other people and accept help from other people. When we first started the company, the craft beer industry was booming. Beer was flying off shelves. It doesn't matter how good it was or how bad it was. People were spending $15, $20 plus on a 4-pack of beer. So when we started, we were purely distributing. Then I was analysing the market, looking at what's been happening, and the declines in beer sales off-site have been going 30% down year on year on year. So we had this realisation, we had to pivot how we were operating and decide not to be that big on the manufacturing, more on the local experience side of it. The location that we got, we're in West Medford, but we were going to have a small tasting taproom and a large brew facility, and I switched those around. And that was a key pivotal point because people want a community space to come. We have a darts league. They're all local people. We don't have a lot of parking. Nearly everyone walks here because they're all local people from around here. My dart league started with 4 teams. Now I've got 75 players and 15 teams, and it's a community thing. Again, we have food pop-ups. We'll invite local restaurants to come and sell their food to our customers. Saturdays in the summer, we're now putting on basically every Saturday a free concert with our beer truck, a food truck, free music, basically for anyone to come along and just come along and listen. You want to buy a beer? Fine. Bring on your own beverages, that's fine. And so it's more about having a good experience and realising that you can sell beer off-site, but as a business model, the tap room is really where everything's happening now. Our next step is nearly completed our winery permit, and we're going to do a distilling permit as well. So we're going to broaden the product range that we make, again, because make it a bit more approachable for everyone. So that's really where we're moving to right now. As I said, then we'll be able to start making our own wine. We'll be making gin, vodka, whiskey, rum, perhaps even rekindle the old Medford rum that was made many, many years ago. I'm also eyeing up a possible second location. Again, might then be a featured taproom area specifically for the spirits and the wine. There's a lot of bad things in the world these days. Only make a safe place for people to come to where they can make friends, they can meet people. That, I think, is a great thing that we've done. But you know what? I'm really happy and pleased that there's a place for people to come and just enjoy themselves, be who you want to be. So many naysayers when we started, you'll be out of business in a month, rubbish, that's terrible, no one wants to be here, that's what to do with that. And with 3 years in, we're still going strong. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow, but it's looking pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with where we are. Take a look at us on Facebook. We have all our events that go on. We actually have events all the time, and then obviously when the weather's nice, we open our patio out and invite people in. So come on over, try some of our beer. We've got some award-winning beer. Our Rude Panda, for example, which is our Imperial Port, was voted the 3rd best Imperial Porter in Massachusetts. So yeah, so we've got some really tasty beers, and come on over.